Buccaneers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Off play action. Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. He may try and run for this. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A 1st down throw for Winston. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Winston. Flush to his right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Davis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go again with Davis. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down.
Jameis to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least two. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
They fake the give. Newton dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right? So
a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Here's Davis now. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now Jameis on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's the rookie Curtis Samuel. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we've praised the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to the ground, this time Langford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneers hives 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll run with Davis. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Winston on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Back to throw, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but... interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
In motion right is Benjamin. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's second down. A final shot before the break. Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On the carry, it's Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Green, 30.
Now Bray. A dump off for Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defensive shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And the tight end Olsen right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical and both over 1,000-yard seasons. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go. 3, 19.
They'll drop the throw. He's got Evans. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worland.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Being checked. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Mike Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Newton's going to throw it toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make the play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. So Charles, are